have you considered how he went from a broke Russian boy that lived with his single mother to now becoming a multi-millionaire that's fighting the world's... Iman was born into an immigrant family and raised by a hard-working single mother in London. So many of you might know me from the Iman Gadzhi Agency Navigator course summary videos that I have been uploading to this channel. And by going through all of the different phases in his SMMA course, I have learned a bit more about the creator himself, Mr. Gadzhi. So, if you don't know already, Iman Gadzhi is a well-known multi-millionaire entrepreneur, digital marketer, and YouTuber. And to my surprise, the man is only 24 years old this year, and it feels like he has it all. But have you considered how he went from a broke Russian boy that lived with his single mother to now becoming a multi-millionaire that's fighting the world's puppet masters all by himself? Well, in this video, I will explain to you 5 areas that made Iman successful. So hopefully you can learn from it and become successful like him. So without further ado, let's go straight into it. Number 1, superior mindset. So I think what truly separates Iman and other teenagers apart is his superior mindset. Iman was born into an immigrant family and raised by a hard-working single mother in London. And while he faced all the financial struggles and hardships, Iman refused to let his circumstances beat him down and define his future. At a very young age, Iman was determined to change his circumstances and become successful. I think he said that in his Agency Navigator course that when he was 15 years old, he already developed this military-like schedule that involved lots of reading, meditating, working out, while also focusing on his studies and business. And let me ask you, which 15-year-old out there will do that? I know that I was probably too busy watching fucking Minecraft videos on YouTube and indulging in other bad habits, so it is no surprise that Iman became a millionaire at the age of 18 while I still live with my parents. So yeah, if there's one thing you can take away from Iman is that by possessing the right mindset and constantly improving your mental health, doing the right habits, it sets you up for success even if you don't have anything right now. Number 2, making sacrifices. One of the things I believe most in life is that if you want to become successful, you need to make sacrifices and there's just no way around it. And Iman is a prime example of someone that made sacrifices when he was young. First of all, he sacrificed sleep to focus on both business and school at the same time. Secondly, he pretty much sacrificed all entertainment and put all of that time into improving himself and developing his business. And that is what I really admire about Iman, because being able to do that at such a young age is absolutely incredible. And lastly, he made the decision to drop out of formal education at the age of just 17 years old. And that wasn't just because he didn't like school or he hated the work, but he knew that he could be doing so much more with his business and growing it to a point where he wouldn't need formal education to get a job and a comfortable life. So yeah, one of the things I always say to myself is that make sacrifices, not excuses. And I think that Iman understood that at a very young age, and that's why he turned out the way he is today. Number 3, taking action. If there's one thing I've learned from doing business and YouTube and starting my own social media marketing agency is that taking action is the best thing you can do. And Iman definitely took action before anyone, and that's what made him such a successful businessman. There is often this problem where people would spend so much time planning and caught in a cycle of endless preparation, but that wasn't the case with Iman. He understood that everything would just be an imagination if he didn't put it into action. And he started taking action at such a young age by flipping Instagram accounts for money and then starting his own social media marketing agency. Iman wasn't just all talk. If he imagined he can do something, he will do it, and it doesn't matter if he succeeded or failed, at least he took action. And of course, I'm not saying you should just blindly take action without any planning or thinking about it beforehand, but what we can learn from Iman and other successful entrepreneurs out there is that taking action is often the difference between a dream and reality. Number 4, continuous improvement. So when Iman was like 14 or 15, he was managing social media accounts and then flipping them for a profit. He wasn't satisfied with that, and he quickly realized that wasn't going to work in the long run. So he moved into social media marketing agency, or SMMA, and at the time, he was working with his local football club for just $90 per week. He wasn't satisfied with that, as he could be earning so much more by just keep improving his service. And then it got to a point where he was making 10K per month by working with multiple clients. He wasn't satisfied with that either, as he knew if he wanted to improve, he has to change his business model from social media management to paid advertising. And then his agency grew to 100K per month, and he was officially a millionaire. But he still wasn't satisfied with that. He kept on improving his business and testing out new revenue models until eventually he was making more money than you could imagine, and he still wasn't satisfied. He was also experimenting with NFTs and online courses and YouTube and everything else that could bring him extra income, and yet he still wasn't satisfied. So what can we learn from all of that? Iman's strong ambition and continuous improvement is the key to his success, as he didn't just kick his feet up and say that he's doing enough. The man is always looking for areas to improve and new ways to make money. And I think that's what makes Iman truly special. And I think as long as he has this mindset, he will be making money no matter how the world changes. And you should too. Number 5, goal setting. And lastly, we have goal setting. And this has been repeated by so many self-improvement YouTubers, including me and Hamza, and pretty much any successful person out there, that setting goals is the single most powerful thing that will transform your life. In Iman's Agency Navigator course, he brought up the concept of see, believe, achieve. And pretty much what this means is that you want to write down your goals on paper and hang it up on your wall so you see it every single day. Believe in it and take action to achieve it. And Iman has been doing that since a very young age. And by doing that, he knows exactly what he needs to do every year to become a better version of himself and where he needs to be at the end of the year. I know so many people that is around my age who has absolutely no idea of what they're doing in life. They have no goals and have no idea where they're going, and they pretty much just go with the flow. And if you're one of them and you think this is the right way to live life, then I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you will be the exact person to give up easily, to become lost in life and then end up being depressed and not knowing what to do with your life. So be like me and Iman and Hamza and set clear time-bound goals to achieve either on a yearly or monthly or weekly basis and work ruthlessly towards it. That's how you achieve success and get the things you want in life. So now you know what made Iman successful. So the actionable step of this video is to take some of the concepts I talked about and apply it to your daily life so you can get the success that Iman has today. And remember, the choice is in your hands, and I believe in you, so don't let me down.